Yes, good evening, all. I'm playing Dimitros, the Keldaran sage and wise man, and all-round provisioner of the perfect advice for a situation that you'd ever need to know. Wow, I only been listen to him. What are you saying? You don't listen to Dimitri?
Hi, I'm playing Bradshaw, formerly known as Bradshaw and formerly known as Bradshaw the Great. He is a dwarven fighter who's a weapon master, and with his dear friend Bruce the Goat, who you will not recognise as his brother in any sort of way. He's still just a goat to him. This brother might be a bit estranged from their family, but. No missions of donkeys, and donkeys don't exist in this D&D world. So I'm going to go with that. So also karma of Dimitros's issues with everything in the world. So, and also good friend of Plowman. So. No idea what you're talking about. I have not seen anything about this man.
Hmm? Hmm? Is it elven made full plate or dwarven made full plate, considering your friendship with the dwarves? Right. He put. Oh, I think it's probably he made it himself after teaching the dwarves how to make armor. Well, no, open here before going to toilet. I was going to say, isn't he actually Captain Razzle in this one? Yeah. I'm sure that they'll catch up. Or we can spend another night in the tavern. But no. Okay. I suspect that we should be trying to chase down this beholder and or save the unicorn sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, but working on the idea that being an elf, he's probably got the opportunity to actually travel a bit faster through the Alphine forest than we do. So yeah.
Look, so Bradshaw slams his mug down, saying, "He looks like an elf. He must be an elf. Just that's it, okay?"
Is that looks like a goat? Must be a dwarf. Is that the same thing?
Look, Dimitri, you're coming close to a sucker punch right now. Just let it go, Bradshaw tells you.
When you're talking about the place that was out of resources, are you talking about Kurunglain? Well, Darrican is the big capital city that we went to provide a report of the problems of Kurunglain that was on the border with the Broken Lands at the north of Darrican. L5. Although it does help with the fact that if your dad was boss, he was rich, and therefore you've got a good chance of being rich, which makes it easy to be boss. Because money is probably more important than votes.
By the way, Bradshaw tries to talk to Plowman, and Plowman refused to acknowledge him based on the saying of his name, according to a certain Facebook post. Just sort of let you know. So Bradshaw's looking a bit sad at the moment because Plowman won't talk to him.
That's probably because Bradshaw didn't know enough about appropriate farming techniques.
Yep, I just waved the bartender over and say another beer, please, and that's it. I'm very open to things recently, so to the experience of life. Still don't believe in magic, but I still think that things happen for a reason. I've got that kind of karma aspect at the moment going on, so. Oh yeah, I give it a look of disdain, but also realising they bring in my favourite thing to me at the same time. So it's kind of a neutral situation. So.
Of course, to be fair, Bradshaw obviously comes from a rather progressive family that was already into interracial activities, and now Bradshaw's married a halfling as well, so...
Now, is Dimitri saying this out loud right now? It's just...
No.
Better say, if he's saying it out loud, he might cop a fist in the face, but it's
because Bradshaw's not actually saying out loud any concerns about the half-orc.
No, I'm not doing anything, but I'm just quite, yeah, just a bit going, okay, whatever. No.
As long as he keeps bringing ale, he can't be all bad.
That's right.
That's right. Yep, you're understanding Dimitri's reasoning. You've obviously listened to him carefully. Well done.
Now, DMs are not supposed to upset the players as much as that, but I would allow that one fly. Considering you've been sick, Martin, I'm going to let that fly, okay? I know, but still, you got to let that fly. That's still have a close heart to me, Mr. Dr. Dark. So he was very entertaining. Is probably the best word for it. That's right. That's okay. That's okay. I know this has not physically been saying or verbally been saying, just more in people's heads. So it's okay. Wow. You know, if my character goes evil again, Martin, you know why. That's why it's happening. Okay. So.
You've got nothing to worry about at all, Mark.
Shit, I'll flow out. Here we go.
But as I say, Mark, you've got no concern, nothing to worry about with old Dr. Dark's body, because it was left at the bottom of what became Dimitri's castle. Dimitri looked after it carefully.
As long as you don't tell me that, it's okay, Dimitri. Or don't tell my wife that, then it's okay, okay? Yeah, they'll be going, why are you friends with these people? Why do you talk to these people? You know they killed, you know. Old character's okay, yeah.
What? You say you're going to start tormenting his new character? Leon True Life. So, well, certainly, yeah. Dimitri was certainly talking to him, and he was finding out more about all the different elven clans and which ones are useful or not. So, good news, Martin. My dice have started better than last night. Yep. But instead of rolling a 2, I rolled a 3. So better than last night.
Can I do a insight roll of basically what I think I call Elven Knight, I'm going to call him, likes kind of thing? Yeah, no, but did I get an opinion that he liked me? That's all I'm trying to get.
And he is a recognised dwarven hero.
Yes, but it's more that I'm just going, when I watch these two people go first, if I feel like he's getting the shits with them, I'll step in, okay?
So a total of 2. Because I rolled a 3 this time.
I see this. I'm so excited inside myself. I don't want to express it out yet. I'm so trying to hold it back in. So yeah.
But that's all right, because Dimitri's not just asking questions, he's actually explaining the situation and story. And yeah, it's quite normal for people to not be actually listening to what he says when he does that sort of thing. So. Cool. Yep. Assess their capabilities. He's superior in every way. He might not be superior in strength. Annie.
Oh, Phil said rapier. Okay, yeah. When I hear this, did you? And I do ask the question. You wouldn't have known about a weapon called Whelm, would you? Okay, that's right. Yeah, I had the same opinion. I just didn't. Yeah, I mean, I don't longer have it. I don't know where it actually went, but it. Yeah.
Dimitri will pipe in at that point and saying, the third of the set Black Razor was last seen around this area, wasn't it? Ah.
Is this the one I'm thinking about? Okay, yeah, okay, gotcha. Pipe in. Sorry. Okay, enough of that. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. So with the dwarven of the sword, is it? Could I have a look at the dwarven runes of that, if he allows me? Ask nicely. And now, what I suppose it'll be a intelligence roll of some sort, Martin, or just my clan, or all clans in? For...
Yeah, there are scratches on the bedpost.
Yeah. No. Bradshaw was going to ask, with the name of the clans on that sword, what would that signify from a dwarven aspect for me, kind of thing? Would that just mean that he he's respected in each of those clans, or? I'm loving this elf more and more that I talk to this elf. Says, but no, I'm still in shock. Like I just even say that to him, saying, look, I've never seen a non-dwarf have that. It's like I was never told. Well, I wasn't. Maybe I just didn't listen. Okay. And then I because we're doing showing, seeing who's bigger kind of stuff. I'll bring out the gnome hammer or the hammer. And I said, this is my weapon of choice, and I bring it out and. Yep, I've got used to the gnome situation on that one. I've gone through my heartache with that whole thing, but yes, it's quite nice. Yeah. I just looked at Craptrichism with like a really what was that question really about? Okay. Is Trellen actually in the bar at the moment with us or not?
He got dragged into some elven politics stuff.
Yeah, I go, but Trellen's not the normal elf that you think he is. I think they're Captain Crimson. So, yeah, but this guy is a true legend. Okay, I said you need to kind of understand the aspect of this. He's not purely legend. Yeah. Who's this Wolverine thing? I've heard of those creatures. But... Farmer. Oh, must know Plowman then. Must know Plowman. Okay. But I go off. I said I do ask you if you would like me if I could buy him a drink as well, and I'll do that and let Captain Chrism have more chats with him because I think they seem to this kind of fighter thing. And while I know Dimitri's sitting in the corner sulking, it's kind of thing we're going to enjoy as much as we can. So
no, Dimitri's not sulking. He's continuing to talk. Absolutely.
can I do that too? Oh.
Well, concern is perfectly reasonable. He spent time at the party.
Now, I think I've been talking to Will Wheaton too much again, and one dice need to be sorted out because Jeremy rolled a 3, and I've beaten his roll by -2 on that one, so I got rolled a 1. So I'm not going. I'm still distracted by how great this guy is. I really have got no idea. So yeah, sacrilege. Yeah. I sit there with like beer in hand, I have a little bit of kind of a haze to myself, just looking at him smiling. As much as a dwarf smile is not creepy, so yeah.
Well, I'd start by stopping the unicorn being eaten by the beholder. So, well, okay, certainly Dimitri is keen to find knowledge and information on all topics and expand upon the information he's given, because obviously he knows more. The but the okay, certainly following on from the conversation we'd had previously, or like as part of the whole conversation, probably the explanation about the history of the elves and the various clans and the different elf clans, and the fact that from his perspective as a Gren elf, the how they interact with all the others, and the idea that Gren elves are not so bad compared to many, they're less xenophobic. Yep. Or if Dimitri was more self-aware, he might suddenly hit himself, or listen to what you say. um, the but yes, he spoke about the fact that the Arendelle had the unicorn symbol as their, like a unicorn as their symbol, and that they did live up in the northern reaches of Elfheim, which was potentially also close to the one of the sites where the abominations tended to come out of. Coxham, yep. 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 And considered paranoid. Yep. Wood elves type. Yeah. Oh, with St. George and the Dragon. All obviously inspired by Alien. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. No one for the archery. Yep.
But now, Bradshaw would think about this elven stuff, thinking how unrealistic their designs are. But that's internal Bradshaw thoughts. But can go on. Oh, Red Arrow Clan has arrows. Oh wow, really out there. I keep thinking to myself. So yeah. Anyway, of course, no racial profile about Bradshaw. Just
Yeah, we're heading up to Dewdrop, I think. Yep. 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 So we're not going there because it probably leads to Hollow World. Yeah, that just means I haven't dug deep enough. That's all. So, yeah. And obviously we'd expect a nice, easy, uneventful passage as we ride along the banks of the River of Monsters. Is that correct? And for the other 10%, it'll just be really bad. I always know what I'm doing.
You hear a sigh from Bradshaw if you said that. So. I just give a look to the to our elven captain of like, this is what I have to put up with, kind of thing. So. I know, it's okay. I think to myself this time around, if I don't die again. But yeah.
And as I said, obviously he's unaware and uninformed to think that Dimitri might die. No. You see, Dimitri won't die. He will ascend.
Oh, no, it should be Dimitri might not die due to his own means, but other people will kill him because of his personality. So. Bradshaw thinks you're just one of those arrogant people that live in life that you have to put up with. So it's like, yeah. But,
yeah.
Okay.
The only thing wrong with that is Dimitri accepts that gods exist. Don't need to pray to them though.
Oh, that's right. It's like I don't believe magic exists either, but hey, you keep telling me that it does. So it's, that's okay. We all have our views on life, and it doesn't have to be all the same as long as we come to a common cause.
Says the dwarf who most recently was flying around on a burning goat because of his broom.
I don't see what your problem is with this whole situation. That's commonly known. Didn't we win? Yes. Who cares? Well, how we get to the end state doesn't really matter.
Or that we're currently in the middle of a time loop caused by a magical ritual.
It was more like UPAA and with an MF at the end. But look, honestly, I don't believe in magical time loops. I think you're just talking bullshit, but it's okay. So things happen for a reason, and gods must make it do. But gods don't have magic; they just tell us what to do. That's how it works. So very simple belief system, dwarf belief system. So
don't listen to the gods.
I listen to certain gods, just the ones that dwarf gods. That's it.
No, from Dimitri's perspective, that's good. Gods exist, yes. Doesn't mean you have to pray to them or pay attention to them.
Oh, just don't get in the way of them. I think that's the other thing as well.
I mean, hey, like face it, we know the gods exist. We had to save them not so long ago.
Was this in the Underdark or was it Underworld?
Yeah, in the Hollow World.
Yeah, Bradshaw wasn't there. He doesn't care. So. Yeah. I rub my helmet again with a slit in it.
And besides, obviously the gods exist. Dimitri had to come from somewhere.
Wow, it's laying on thick tonight, isn't it? Oh. Oh, look, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. It's like my elven. Hey, I wasn't there, so I don't believe anything was said. So that's how it works. And unless Plowman tells me otherwise, then I don't have any belief in that one. So Captain Charisma, I've got about a 70% I agree with, and the Plowman, I've got about 90%. There's always a 10% where I just go, that's bullshit. So.
Skepticism is important.
Yep. So.
From outside, or does he come up from downstairs basement where he's obviously transported in? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I looked. I slowly, I left my eyes off out of my drink, turn around, and I go.
Off.
And I go, yes, my name's Bradshaw. Oh, pleasure to meet you. I thought you said tonight was going to be like, but it's okay.
Don't forget the milk.
Yes, I'll accept that letter. I'm going to look for the quietest place in the pub away from everyone else, and then sit down and read that letter, Martin. So.
That's sure, but everyone protects.
So when I open it in the corner, like in the corner of the tavern, fireworks go everywhere. Is that right? Oh, she's a funny bastard. She's a funny bastard sometimes, I think to myself. Yeah. Anything, so when I open up, fireworks come out everywhere. Is there anything else, like a piece of letter in there or anything like that? Oh.
Yeah. Don't forget the milk.
No, I think to my, and I go, I whisper to myself, kind of, oh, she's a firecracker, isn't she? Yeah. And it's like, I feel a bit of a hardness kind of tighten there, kind of thing. Yeah, she's been watching somebody's YouTube channel, the ex-NASA guy. Yeah. And I go, oh, I'll pay that one. And is the halfling guy still there, or? Thank you. Did you say where she's currently at all? Oh, thank you very much. I'd like to thank you for delivering this. I shadow my get a gold coin out and just give it to the nice gentleman because he took his time to find me. So I feel it's a generous thing. So. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So I give a gold coin to the messenger kind of thing. I'll thank him and enjoy yourself and thank you very much. And I'll go back to the thing and I'll look to Captain Crimson saying, that was my wife saying she misses me. Isn't that nice? Yes, that's my.
That's strange. Apparently, Alena didn't miss anybody here.
No, she said. Oh, she said, look, the deal was that she was going to find out what happened to her brother. Well, she wanted to do her investigation, and like when she gets in one of those moods, I'm not going to get against you. Look, I see what happens when people argue together. It's not a thing you want to get involved with, and yeah. I look at you and go, "You married?" I just put my finger up to your mouth and go, "Then we can stop the conversation here right now." And go, you've met my wife once. I said, you know what she's like. I said, the thing is that I try to keep the harmonious kind of situation where we communicate to a level. Then when I know that she doesn't want to communicate to a certain level, I don't push the buttons because I know what happens when somebody pushes her buttons. And plus, it's a good kind of, we have a good kind of rapport in how the situation, we trust each other and how decisions, what we do. You've got to have a bit of trust there. Trust is a big thing. I trust her. She'll be fine. I said, well, when she wants to, I say, and to myself, yeah.
Dimitri taps you on the shoulder and says, "It's not a bonfire yet." but it's also it's okay. You can explain it all to him last week. Yeah. Dimitri will pop in there and say, "Yeah, well, Bruce made it complicated." Well, okay. We'll be headed to the Five Shires a month ago. Doesn't he already work for you? Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
I'm just gonna shake my head at Captain Crinden. I know exactly what's going on here, and I'm going, sure, she would want to talk to you, sure. And I just, oh yeah, you might want to just have your last rites. I'm thinking to myself internally. So, but anyway. No, I'm very happy with my situation, and it's a funny thing that I will take the side of an NPC over a party member. So many times I would do that, but yeah, I know what she's a halfling master assassin who killed a whole pub just to go on a date with me. Do you see where I'm going with this? Yes, but she did it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a. I'll put my hand up. Going,
they're all confused because halflings don't wear shoes.
I say he's got. Yeah, I say he's got his shoes. I haven't put my hand up. So, yep. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for. I say. I just tell Dimitri I'm just gonna walk outside for a bit. I'm gonna go see Bruce, or my brother, formerly known as Bruce. I'm gonna say. And just go for it. Just want to talk.
Bruce, isn't he?
Still Bruce, but it's more that I go. I just want to talk to somebody outside the party that doesn't, which can answer back if it could, but I just want to go on. And I just say, I've got to remember her name now because I wrote it down. Hang on 1 second. Just bear with me a minute, Martin. You just pretend you're having a cup of coffee for a second while I get my character thing off the website because I know you put all the names on there. But I'm just going to talk to Bruce and just talk about my wife and say, I don't feel that Captain Crism's going to last too much longer. I feel that you know my lovely wife, and she liked you, and you liked her, and I feel that, and I'm just sitting outside in the stables talking to the goat, going, I just don't see good signs on this. And I said, she's very thorough. I know how thorough she is. And I said, you know how thorough she is. And I said, you know yourself, you're even scared of her, and you're not scared of a lot of things. And it's like, I'm going, I just don't know. I said, when we change through this, whatever's time thingy-me-jig that Dimitri keeps talking about, he needs to do some sucking up big time here because I don't know what's going to save his ass right now. I really can't think of anything that'll save his ass, and it's got to be some fine, sweet talking. I said, I don't know. I think Flower's not talking to me at the moment, so I can't really get his view on this whole thing. So I was like, I just don't see good things. And I said, honestly, I said, she's been wonderful for me. She's brought me into the new, made me see all these new things. And I said, I don't know Captain Crimson well enough to just take his side on this situation. I said, what he did was, yes, accidental, a bit strange, but I'm going, yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Bruce? And I'm just talking, and see if I get a response back from Bruce, because I don't speak Goat. I don't speak any Goat yet. So that's a good point. That's a good point, Bruce. Remind me to get Plowman to come next time and get you to talk and make it way easier. But hey, I get it. I said, hey, here's a couple apples, and I get some apples out of the pouch again, and I'll head back in and go. Oh, that's Plowman's horse. Oh,
the one with the very sinuous neck.
The one that is a dragon. Yeah.
In order to reach the apple.
Okay, I get, because I know that it does replenish the apples over time, the sack, but the magical sack of apples, which I should write down on my character sheet. I was going, okay, I emptied it and I wait for it's going to take a while for it to replenish. So I try to make sure both are happy in some way, and they go, okay, I'm out, that's it, and try to head back into the thing going. Okay. Well, yeah, that's fair enough. I can understand that. I've got my piece out because I had to say something because I didn't want to say it in front of, and the rest of the party. I thought at least that I got a goat that listens to me well. That's the name, and a brother. And I thought I'll head back inside. Go okay, and then I said I'll just sit down, with the captain and and Drazzle and all that and Dimitri and just going okay. I'm waiting for us to do something because I'm sitting there going, we should go and sort this thing out, but I don't know what's taking our time. We're still waiting for somebody. So.
Yeah, the one that's got to die on the quest. So, but Mark, you see what you're forgetting amongst all Bradshaw's deliberations there is why your wife wants to catch up with the killer of her brother.
Well,
she wants to reward him because she hated her brother.
I think it was the other way. See, I got a different story about that, but Jeremy's very hopeful. Hey, look, if that comes through, that saves a potential thing for me, for my thing. But yeah, I look.
Well, I should say, yeah, she hated her brother, but she's still going to kill the person who killed him because A, her brother, and B, they stole the opportunity for her to kill him.
Well, all I do, I've got some greater healing potions. I got one in my thing. I'm just hoping it's not a kill; it's just unconscious, because then I'll give it to just chuck it down somebody's throat. But it's like, I think we should keep a restoration spell of some sort ready just in case. I'm just putting it out there, but that's for a future situation. But
I was going to say, no, we don't need to do that. Just keep track of your wife.
Oh, look, I can keep track of her. I don't think I could stop her, but I can keep track of her. I said, hey, we've got a very loving relationship, but there's so far you can go with love before love and hatred get in between things. And she has a vindictive side is probably an understatement for it. She has anger issues, and I said I've seen it once or twice, and I've known when to shut up. But I think the problem is I don't think Captain Crimson will do that, and that's what worries me. It's like some people just know to say nothing at the right time. I just have a feeling our dear halfling friend won't do that. But anyway, that's a personal thinking in my head kind of thing. So I'm not going to say it out loud because it's just like then he'll try to think about it too more than he should do. But I thought, oh well. It's a learning life experience, I'm going to say.
Dude.
Yeah. So it's all good. But I'm sitting there going, I just, actually Bradshaw's getting a bit itchy at the moment because he hasn't had able to hit anything for quite a while. So I was like, let's go kill something. I want to kill a beholder. I like killing beholders. I like killing things. Oh no, I'd like to. I'm just itching the kind of getting in hand-to-hand combat with something. I just need that kind of scratch that itch. I know, but we still can pummel it or cut it or. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, I never had hand-to-eye combat before. I've only been hand-to-hand combat. But I'm very good at distracting things that use that magic thing they say. And I heard the beholders. Oh, can I do an intelligence roll of what I know about beholders? Yeah. Would that be an arcane thing, or would it be just a intelligence roll?
Well, there's certainly one thing you know about beholders. They sell good crossbows.
Oh my god. Arcane, -1. This is going to be sweet. Hey, I got a 17. That's 16. That's not bad for it. So I really stress my brain and go, I met one beholder. He sold him. They do. Yeah, they do. I don't know. But I heard they're very adept at certain skill sets, and those eyes are a bit funny. I don't know really what they do because I've never actually had to go in a fight with one. But what's your opinion, Captain? What things should I be worrying about with this beholder? Oh, that's a good point. Maybe I won't throw it then. Okay. I don't. Oh, look. That's true, but I can tell you a story about this other hammer I threw, and I talk about the other story about the other hammer I had, and how it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
That'd be the one. Yep.
Bradshaw's well known for throwing away his hammers. Unlike some people.
I kind of and I'm going to get a piece of paper out, right in my little dwarven notebook, the approximate location of this orc thing, because I am going to, before my end of days, to take back that hammer. That is one of my side tasks, Martin. You can put that on my backstory. I want that hammer back, and I want to tell that, and I want to plow that orc's head with that hammer, and I'll be happy. So that's in this. I just every time I hear it, I get angry. Sorry if I'm getting angry, Captain. I'll just get angry when I hear about this. It's like,
you should have thrown it away.
I saved your ass, Dimitri, and that's why I did it.
And I'm trying
to remember if I actually did or not, because I can't.
No, I had nothing to do with that.
I think I just threw it because I thought, oh, all right, if I kill him, the rest of them will run away. It didn't work that way. So, but that's okay.
Dimitri had it all under control, and you just threw your hammer away.
So, just for Martin, where did Wilm actually end up going in the end? Did it stay in the lot? Okay. I missed him. Okay, well, I'm not surprised. Okay. I wasn't there, so that's okay. I was just an elven cleric at the time. So, who's still in that hollow world too. But, okay. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, technically, like we saw, Rye was heading towards the hole in the northern polar region.
Yep.
To get out of Hollow World. It's a long walk.
Okay, so there's a chance. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Now, on the map, man, can you bring up? I'm not sure if you've got time to bring up the big map. How far is the Elven Nation away from Rockholm? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see Rockholm there. Yep. Okay. Oh, we're close by, but we got to check. Yep, I remember those ones. I just got. Yeah. Once we get all this time travel stuff, I've got some things to do on my hard task list. Kill an orc, save Captain Crimson, go back home, discussed things with Mum, which she didn't explain properly, and yeah. Well, that's Bradshaw down pat. I won't do that. So, especially his mum used to brag, go on and on about stuff like all mums do, and it's like, Mum, you don't know what you're talking about. This is military stuff we've got to talk about. You don't really know much about that, so I just kind of ignored it most of the time. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. That's it. One later. Oh, look, she's just my mum. I didn't see her any differently. So
Okay, she was just a woman.
Now, hey, you said that, Dimitri. Bradshaw didn't say that. Because if I said that, a certain halfling wife would hear about it, and that wouldn't be that wouldn't be glitter bombs next time. It'll be actual explosives. So, yes, I opened up, bam! I said, "Ha! Now, what do you say about women again?" Yeah. So, but no, okay. So, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna sit down, just chat away. I might ask the captain about the Underdark kind of wars kind of thing, how they all started, and just get some more background history that might be relevant kind of thing. So, because I'm really kind of fanboying out a bit with him. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yes. Okay. Yep. Yep. Oh, okay. Okay, we won't mention it. That I understand where you come from. That's fair. But okay. Now with this, so the big war we're talking about, the Underdark War. Am I thinking the same thing with? So you're saying the humans were the cause of this Underdark War, or is there something like the dwarves just have? Now, with my dwarven history, would I know some of these races at all, based on there might be some sort of dwarven history around that, or? Okay. What
See,
now?
the problem Bradshaw's facing at the moment is that Aeon Tree Life has given an explanation a bit like Dimitri, in that you asked about the Underdark Wars, and he's giving the history of the elves from the commencement of it. The Underdark Wars are not for several centuries yet.
Find that? Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. And I have a history with these guys. I do have a history with one of those clans, don't I? I met one of. Okay, that's fair. Okay, and can I relay my knowledge of when I met some of these people? Bradshaw went the first, before Jeremy got involved. Remember that original? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, I just want to get my mindset kind of thing. So okay. Okay. Oh no, interesting. Okay. Cool. Okay. And
I
would
hang around
my
where the sun don't shine.
and so like the clans in Rockholm they talk about these sort of creatures or races, don't they, kind of thing in some way, or just like now I'm going to be as Mark here, not the character. I'm thinking about Duragar and things like that. I assume was that what you? But okay. Okay, so I shouldn't treat normal D&D with this kind of setting as much as that we're saying for that kind of stuff, or yep, cool. Maybe I'm thinking about a certain Twitch show that's on YouTube that talked about certain bits of that, but you know what I'm talking about. But that's cool. Okay, I'm just trying to get it right in my head. That's all. Okay. Okay. That's true, and also it's bad things don't come out in the light as much as the dark as well in some way. That's understandable. I'm not saying there's any. They're quite correct in their thing around this whole thing. So, yep, that makes a lot of sense then. Okay, that's right. I'm just trying. Okay, that makes. Okay, so Bradshaw's going. Okay, he's getting a bit of a history lesson, which Dimitri probably already knows already because Dimitri's Dimitri. But
And he could have told you if you actually asked him.
But we don't talk to Dimitri about that kind of stuff because Dimitri doesn't kind of explain it like this lovely captain does. So.
Okay. Like any racial hatred of various sort of things, it's obviously the other guy's fault, irrespective of what happened.
Yes. Yes.
He was willing to impart more information and knowledge about the history of the elves than any elf you would have ever talked to. That's right.
So yeah. So oh.
Except possibly Yen.
Yeah.
That's right.
So anyway, but yeah. So I'll go.
But of course, that's exactly where Dimitri got his information from.
I'm getting a bit.
Someone who was actually there.
So Rachel's had a fair bit of beer by now, even as Elven beer. And he's starting to get the hang of Elven beer. I feel like grabbing some food, so I'll go up to the tavern owner and see if there's any food available, and try to get a platter for the table or something like that. Because I know we're just waiting around for somebody else to get back at the moment. So, you know, Bradshaw's trying to keep himself busy with food and alcohol, which that's what he does when he... Bradshaw doesn't get very emotional often, but when he says he can make a dwarven stew, I'm going...
But remember, you're talking to a half-orc here. When he says dwarven stew, he means stew made of dwarves.
I'm going to do a insight check here, Martin, on this one, because I am very much thinking like Dimitri. Now, I rolled a 19 on the dice, and I got a +7. That's 26. What a... Yeah. Okay. I give him a look of disdainment, but also go, sure, no problems, kind of thing. So, and I say, enough for the table, kind of thing, you know, the group of us, kind of thing. So, and I'm out. Yeah, I'm going, yeah, good luck with that one. I'm thinking to myself, you know. That's right. But I keep an exceptional look at watching this orc for the next half an hour till the food comes out to make sure he doesn't go to the outside at any stage. He does walk outside, I follow him outside. Okay.
Well, he would have gone out the back, out to the kitchen. We take a back door that you can't see from the common room.
Oh, but if I know there's a back door out to this tavern, I'm just gonna head outside for a little bit to make sure that nothing comes. He doesn't go anywhere towards the stables. If he does, there might be some sort of you know, stunning, knocking somebody out, putting next to the other horse, and just leaving there. And if it just disappears, it disappears. It's
Look, if he's making it the true dwarven recipe, obviously the goat can't be that fresh.
No, we don't put goat in the dwarven recipe. Because I come back and Dimitri probably knows this. I'm saying, no, we don't put goat in the dwarven recipe. He should know that if he's a proper cook. Okay, so, and I sit back.
Well, goat tastes good.
Oh, thank you.
And Bradshaw realises it's just like Mum used to make, which is why you never listen to it, because it's too big eating.
Now, being Bradshaw as is, and while his care about the brother is on a neutral situation still, I just quickly, give me a second, I just need to go to the toilet, take the long trip to the toilet from the back outside past the stables, have a look, make sure Bruce is there, come back inside, going, yep, I'm good. And just to clear his mind, just to make sure that, and I go outside the stables, Bruce is still there. Cool, I come back inside. I don't even give Bruce a look, I just see if Bruce is there, don't even look at, you know, just don't even make any sort of eye contact, come back inside, I'm going, and I'm just going to have the potatoes. But I don't mind if everyone, you know, eats in kind of thing, so.
Yeah, Dimitri's certainly happy to tuck in.
I like. Look, I kind of hold off at the start. My hunger gets over me, and I might just have a rack, and I feel so guilty eating it at the same time, but it's so nice. So it's like, it's kind of like, well, you know you shouldn't have it, but you have to have it. Oh, bloody Bruce is watching this. I know this. 14 plus. I think it's only +2, I think, this guy. Hang on. I've got to put these things in my thing a bit better. Yeah, it's only +4, sorry. So that's 18. Excuse me, guys. Bro's out now. Oh. And I'll quickly wipe my... Uh-oh. I don't like the sign of this. This is not good. I can't see the roll, actually, by the way, but if it's a low one, it's... I don't know. I don't know. It could be anything. That's good. Because I can see the 20 on the side there. Yeah.
Well, it's not flashing.
No. Bruce, come out outside, and I'll pick up a few potatoes from the thing and take it out with me. Strength check. Okay. No.
Well, it'll go fine, depending on who you're asking.
Strength. That's actually pretty good for strength. 20.
I'd hope so.
You don't want this, Bruce. The potatoes are good. That's it. Come, Bruce. I'll give you some potatoes. I'll try to organise a plate full of potatoes from the big thing. And I said, hey, I've got some potatoes for you. Come over here. Come on. Hey. Potatoes are good.
What can I say? Bruce can smell Mother's cooking.
Look, can I whisper in? Can I go, hey, brother, that's goat ribs. Do you really want to see a goat eat goat ribs? I know you don't. You're not a goat, but do you really want to do that? I'll whisper in and see you. And do I get a nod or a shake?
What kind with a dwarf eating goat? Look. And then, while you're distracted, get to the table.
Okay. No. I still try to. You don't want to have this. Don't. No, it's not a good. It's not a good look. I try to say in his ear. Not a good look. Come on. That's
hey, right. You ordered it.
I'm still got the potatoes. Here's some potatoes. I put the potatoes in front of him. There's potatoes. You can have those. Have you heard about the animals eating their own? This is not a good thing. I'm just trying to say that out loud. But I know you're not a goat, but you are a goat, okay? But okay, I go over, get a rack of ribs, come outside with me with the rack of ribs. I go to the stable. A goat. This is a large goat, Martin. This is not a good one. I just don't. I know I've got no chance here. Going. Fuck. Okay. I say that in Dwarven, by the way, too. So only a couple of would. And I'll go. Yeah. Okay. Sit down, Bruce. And I'm sure the captain's just looking at me strange right now. So. And I go, okay. And I just hand him his rack and just let him go. It's like, go. And I just shake my shit and go, what? Well, I know my mother didn't think I was a dumb one in the family. I say to him in hearing distance. So yeah. But anyway, if he wants to eat goat in front of other people while he's a goat, that's up to him. I personally think so. I can't do anything to change it. It's his own life. But I'm not sure how cannibalism goes in elven culture. But I'm not sure about this one yet. I kind of go, okay, can make sure no one gets upset by this and get the kind of, can I do like an opinion of the actual tavern now that the goat's sitting at the table eating goat? Cool, okay. As long as I don't feel I'm drawing a unnecessary crowd or strange looks of what the fuck, then I'm gonna, or what the hell is that goat eating a goat for? Then I'm okay. If I start, yeah, Yeah. 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 What issues? I don't see the problem here. Yeah. And while the tree person says this, like, what's a tree life?
Leo.
I say now, what kind of, like, as you know, us dwarves don't really believe in magic too much, but they are, but it's not a. Yeah, I think it's more that we know it's there. We just don't. We believe it's something. This is my thought of this, Martin, and you can. I believe Bradshaw believes that yes, things can happen. He doesn't believe it's a magical thing. It's more kind of an act of God, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you?
Which would fit with the idea of dwarven priests being particularly powerful spellcasters, in that they're the ones that have the greatest influence on what the gods happen.
That's right. They're friends with the gods, and gods, they ask God stuff, and God gives them stuff. Whether they. Yep. So how would I? And I just say, how would I find out who actually cursed my brother? How would one dwarf find out this information? Based that I don't know what my brother did to get cursed by somebody, because he wasn't very talkative, and to this stage I don't know Goat. I'll be honest about it. So,
funnily enough, I'm actually getting strong impressions of the Discworld librarian that got cursed to turn into an orangutan, and then valiantly resisted all attempts to turn him back again.
it's true. Look, not that I'm saying that I want to change him, unless there's a feel need for it, but honestly, and he, even with him sitting right next to me right now, he's been actually a nicer brother since he's been a goat than actually a brother. But it's okay. Yeah. I said sorry, a bit too forward there. And I slowly put my shirt up above my nose and try to cover the kind of what I expect is happening. I'm gonna kind of a resistance to this. I'm gonna call it a magical resistance, based on my background. But anyway, it's a DC of 16, by the way, Martin, if you want to roll on for anyone. But okay, but how would I? What kind of? Yeah, I'd like to know if I need to remove this curse. I would have to find the originator of the curse, wouldn't I? Someone better. The problem is that I don't know who did it, so I don't know what kind of level I need to get better on that one. But so that would be a okay. So I'd look at a fairly intelligent wizard kind of type person. Sorcerer of some sort, maybe. Yeah, so I'm thinking and I'm just saying that, I said, maybe if I talk to one of our upper high class clerics at Rocco, might have some knowledge of what needs to be done. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right now do I Rachel's going to use memory. Does he know any gnomes that he can talk to?
Yeah, none of these actually allowed himself to be in the same room with for more than 30 seconds.
Well, because I usually do punt the gnomes out the doors, the taverns. But while I want to ask Dimitri this question, like Rachel's thinking, I should ask Dimitri about this, but I really don't want to. And it's like,
okay. I was going to say when you talk about the sorts of people you might, I was going to have Dimitri say, oh, well, yeah, well, of course, someone who spent their lifetime researching and has all their power steeped in magic. But of course, Dimitri did not say that because when Bruce came and sat at the table, Dimitri certainly went away.
Okay. now, refresh my memory here. Is Little Miss a gnome or is she a human?
Halfling.
Okay. I'm trying to work out where my best contacts are with this kind of situation, but I might just have to just go back and see Mum and just ask if she knows anyone, because she despises the gnomes, but she understands that if I tell her the situation, she might understand a bit better. But she might already know the situation, and she might be able to put me on the right direction. So I'm leaving this for a home trip. So I'm going, okay. How you going there, Bruce? Are you happy? Oh, good. Are we starting to run out of ribs or not? Okay. Okay. I get my other rib and just start eating because it's like, he does this a lot. I'm used to this now. So, okay, I'm content now. Yeah, my brother was a bit stranger than the goat, but I find the goat quite mellow compared to my brother. But he was a very aggressive older brother, so it's like, yeah. But anyway, it's I can get rid of the goat and get somebody more annoying as a brother, or I can have a goat which can be useful for me that it can be annoying, but not as annoying as my real brother. So it's like,
at least he doesn't talk, or
at least not
so you can listen.
That's right. So I'm quite content with that. While I feel a need to learn goat at one stage or other, I'm still not on my hit list right now. It's close, but not quite there. So. Oh, that's what my brother.
And of course, if you learnt goat, you'd find out that Bruce doesn't talk goat because he's not a goat.
But no, I think. No, I think. Okay, I'm gonna roll a challenge roll on this one. A 3. I think that he does talk goat, no matter what Dimitri might say, or think about that situation. I think so. I must learn goat to learn to talk to him. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Whether it's true or not, I'm just going to go with it. So maybe a next level up, I might have to put some things into learning a language. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, Martin, if you want to put, if you want to talk to Captain Crimson again, I'm happy for him to get involved. So.
I think I have not been recording. Yeah, I have not been recording any audio from the table whatsoever.
Oops.
Oh well, hey, if other people don't watch the videos and get back to me, there is no actual notification on that. So, for all those who have just caught up for the fact that there's been a one-sided conversation for the last 2 hours, it will be someone here who will have to update them on what they missed.
Rachel's gonna put it quite simply. We got some beer, we spoke to a captain, then I went to go check on Bruce, we had discussions about stuff, let my heart out to Bruce, then got back inside, ordered some dwarven food, happened to be goat, the goat came in and ate goat, even though it was a bit of a distraction from everyone else, and then we're sitting here, Captain Crimson talked to somebody and found out that my wife has hunting the killer down of her brother, who happened to be him, rah-de-rah-de-rah, and that's how we're up to.
It's making sure all the things is working on all of them. So it must have been when I updated sometime in the last week or so that I lost all my audio inputs. Always great to know that.
So you suggested that there was no table conversation recorded from last night's session?
Quite possibly, yes.
So that'll make it a very one-sided session.
It will, considering...
Since I was the only person not at the table.
That is correct. And with the music as well, so you and music, and then everyone else being muted, so...
And what's even worse? That wasn't even Dimitri having the opportunity at open floor with no interruptions.
I know. Dimitri's been quiet for a while. It's unusual. So, that's all right.
So yes, it is amusing how those things happen. And it would explain why I didn't hear any audio when I tried to check out last night's video, but I didn't look further.
Yep.
I just went, I'll look at it later and then figure it out.
Oh well, not a major one.
That's understandable.
Hey, it is a one-man show after all, and
right.
To be perfectly honest, not many people look at the videos. So, I would be surprised. I think I had almost a week where no one had noticed the audio wasn't working. So, without having Martin or notice of Martin or Plowman,
Or the farmer.
yeah, it might be a bit hard to progress where we are at the moment after we've managed to get a bit of background for the three characters and find out what was happening, and it gave you a chance to catch up with what is happening with the different areas, such that a fleet is building up in the Black Eagle Barony, that the forest is having a lot of problems, that the elves are struggling, and that their forest is falling.
Yeah, that's exactly the first official news that this party's had of the impact of the loss of magic on the elves, isn't it?
Yeah. Most of you had heard that there were problems, but never actually got to the root of it because most of you aren't elves. And finding out that the current generation of elves might be the last generation.
It's a big deal.
Well, it's still another 900 years before that becomes finality. So who knows what will happen in that time.
Yeah, that's fair.
But hearing that the source of...
The elves will learn how to be abominations and not breed with the humans. And we'll get half elves. Ah!
And that might be that the only future elves are half elves.
Yeah.
Which would mean that they would be a completely different subspecies. Amusingly, that's how they came up with half ogres in the setting, because they're half elf, half ogre.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So, look, I think Bradshaw's just going to continue eating, drinking, wondering why his goat's eating goat. Still feeling that Captain Crimson's going to get his ass kicked, and Dimitri's just been as annoying as usual. So that's my character for the night, definitely.
And so I was just pointing out to them, Emerus, that because I didn't notice the inputs, we had no audio recording last night and for 2 hours today.
So none of the audio that we had was recorded?
No.
At least not at the table.
Yeah, they're all the good people. Not all the good people.
Right, so I'm just not needed. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
They really, like, whatever you Captain Crimson said, like...
Okay.
If you don't want me to speak, Martin, just say so.
All that exposition that Captain Crimson managed to draw out of the NPC,
Yeah, nothing.
all forgotten.
It's up for the players to keep notes on those ones.
So that wasn't even recording your voice?
No. Even my voice was completely done. And last night we had 4 players at the table and 1 online, and only the online person got recorded.
And see, I put effort in. I moved plans around. I made a point of being here. Yeah, nah.
If you had been online, then it would have been 3 people online and no GM.
Just we can say, Martin is so good. But we didn't. So, but that's all right. Like, the brief rundown is that, we
Captain Crimson spoke to our captain. We got some information. We discussed about the where my wife is and what she's up to and how she's trying to find what happened to her brother. While Rachel feels that we might be losing a party member very soon when she finds out, and Dimitri was trying to get a conversation, but everyone was ignoring him. But Dimitri's used to that, and yeah.
And Benji Frankfurt was passing on information to Captain Crimson, identifying him as one of the pirate captains, where he agreed to pass on more information in the future. Had a good conversation there.
I gave some money to the Cobblefoot. What's his name?
What did you talk about?
Benji Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. I gave him money to thank him for his work. I gave him some feedback about the changes to the tariffs, that we don't transport bulls anymore. Underwear is required for all pirates now because of the incident with Barbotus, with the kilt, and he lost his testicles again, and I thought that he didn't get them back, but he informed me that he probably did. I asked him if he wanted to come with us. He said he was going to go back to the Five Shires very soon because there's only a few years left before the forest and everything collapses. He told me about the Shadow Elves and the fact that they're probably infiltrating the normal elves because there's a generalized hair colors that the elves meant to have, but there's a lot of interbreeding of hair colors, and there's a lot more dark hair and stuff than there was meant to be. And if they were nearby, that we would go to war, and to find them we have to go to the big deep pit thing that you showed us a picture of earlier, to get to them. And that he was going to leave messages at the tavern and also try and send messages through, but it's very hard to get messages through the forest because all the magic is waning. I think that's all the big stuff.
That was the big stuff, and then they had a description of where the problems with the elves occurred, because most of the fighting between the above ground and the below ground, they're blaming each other for the loss of magic.
I'm just so proud I absorbed something.
I remembered.
Yeah, I remembered stuff. It was cool. Yeah, sorry.
I have days where I don't remember stuff, so having stuff remembered is good. And so they had big conversations with Arleon Tree Life, talking about how he spent time fighting with the dwarves underground and had been previously dealing with the Pirate Council.
He was also the first person that let us know that the elves were weren't birthing. I think we'd heard it second-handedly before, but he was the first person to outright tell us. He was worried about what was happening. He's also Master Chief level bullshit, crazy killer of things. I did a check on him, and he has less strength than me, but higher levels. He's on the Dwarven Council, which is unheard of for someone not a dwarf to be. He did talk about weapons. He's got this amazing sword with Dwarven and Elven runes on it. He looked at my sword and said, worry about the thing that's going to bite you in the butt because it's going to suck. He used to hold Wave. He said it's been a while since he wielded it. And he had a look at the hammer from Bradshaw, who he commented on the gnomish inscriptions, and Bradshaw said he'd already dealt with that. Dimitri tried to talk to him, but rolled really low. He rolled a 2, so he pretty much ignored Dimitri entirely. We drank, made jokes about Bradshaw and the goat, and about Bradshaw's wife, and the farmer. And Bradshaw's wife also sent the letter, which you would have heard Bradshaw responding to, but not Martin, which essentially was a I miss you card, which then glitter bombed the entire room. And I made several comments to the Shorefoot guy that if he could find out any more information on the halfling wife, because I'd love to have a chat to her. He said that she's not chatting very much. He's looking at killing people. She just kills people, and I said she'll talk to me. And that was most of the life tree stuff, wasn't it? Yeah.
He did also, and the halfling did mention the rumours that besides the Shadow Elves infiltrating, is that rumours are that all the elven trees of life in the forest have died, which is what's going to kill the forest, because all their magic is tied into the trees.
Yeah.
And if they go, then the forest goes. Because you can't sustain magic without magic.
Yeah. No, we're going to have to figure out what's going on there. And of the missions that we have, and this is for the other guys as well, is there any mention thus far of the magic disappearing? Because I don't think there is.
No, because the magic's already disappeared.
Yeah. But when the magic's disappeared, but we fixed that, didn't we?
You brought back the gods, but you didn't fix the damaged magic going away.
That's what I mean. So
it took time for us to recover the gods so the magic could return.
Yeah.
But the damage, the damage that was done while magic was unavailable is effectively irreversible, as far as we know.
Right. So none of our missions are particularly about reversing damage from magic being gone.
No. All our missions are about effectively saving the world in the future, because every event that was occurring apparently effectively led to the destruction of the known world.
Right. Okay. Because I'm just feeling like this one in particular is opening up bigger problems. Not necessarily problems that are part of this little mission, but things that, honestly, in the big picture, need to be thought about. Like,
but technically, all of them do.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, on past, when we finish these time jumps that we're doing, I think what I'm trying to say is that we probably should put as a forefront the tree issue with the elves.
But you do have time to deal with that one. You might not have time to deal with the army of desert people coming that are approaching the western border of Darrigan.
Yeah, well, that's...
And besides, we've got 900 years or so to worry about fixing the elves.
Such anti-elf.
Though if you do wait that long, you might not be able to fix them.
Yeah, true. Okay. We probably want to get it done at least in the next 500.
Oh, Bradshaw might be around for a little bit of that, but yeah.
What the meeting will be?
Oh yeah, you'll be a god, so we'll worry about that. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I think. Yeah, but in the proper way or the dementia way, there's two different ways.
Well, yeah, exactly the same thing.
Of course, there's nothing different than that. So, but yeah, look, I think we needed to wait for our fellow colleagues to finish their research before we get going on our mission to
save the unicorn.
Save the unicorn and beat up our beholder. See?
Well, because the other aspect that
beat up the beholder.
The other definite justification for waiting for Trellen to return is the idea that presumably he was called into a meeting with the current leaders within Alphatian in some way, or at least connected to, who, as I said, are the current leadership of the Immortals clan, who are represented by unicorns.
Mm-hmm.
So potentially, the conversation that he gets in Alphatian, like in the city itself, may come back with the news of, oh yeah, well, we're not going north because the problems are right here. The beholder, can't you hear the screams?
That's true. As
the ruling unicorns are currently being seen to by the beholder.
So if the other person also dies while meeting the beholder, he could be our bait, as the exact words that Bradshaw's thinking about when this whole mentioned. But
yeah, but if the other person dies while meeting the beholder, that we automatically get zipped back in time, so we don't get to finish the beholder then.
But as long as the rest of us jump in and attack it first.
But that's it. But that's the idea. If the problem is, if the beholder is currently ravishing Alphine in the city inside and therefore killing the unicorns, and Trellen gets caught up in protecting it and dies, we'll still enjoy our drink and our goat dinner before we zip back to Ethergar.
That's fair. And also, when we do get to the beholder, fair's fair. Bradshaw, you can throw me at the beholder.
I was going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You didn't have to ask me.
Well, I thought I'd just cover that you have permission.
So is it dwarf tossing if a dwarf is tossing you? Or
Yeah.
if you're throwing
No,
a
it's
dwarf?
still dwarf tossing.
Okay.
But I'm giving you consent. You have conscientious consent to toss me.
No, it's half and heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of the other rumors the halfling did tell you that I forgot to mention before was that quite a few months ago, a elf from a dead clan shown up as a clan clan champion, which challenged the rulership of Alphatian.
Okay.
And
And
it's
how did that
okay,
resolve
because
itself?
the rulership of Alphatian got rid of it by sending him on one of those quests, one of that questing group to actually save the Tree of Life. So obviously it didn't work, so he must be dead.
Wow, that's deep.
But it was a big enough shake-up that it caused a political stir in the nation that a clan that was technically dead had a clan champion show up at their gates.
So what was the clan that died? The clan was...
One of the clans that disappeared when the Elven nation blew up.
Okay, so
So it's been dead for that long.
So that's thousands of years?
4,500 years
Yeah,
since
so-
it's been part of the other Elven communities.
So 4,500 years, and then a champion just shows up out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
My thinking is that if there is...
That's someone with a packet right next to their microphone.
Sorry, apologies. I was actually closing up again. I do apologise.
My first thought, as my character, is it possible that champion came from the underground, and is it possible that when it blew up, that they left and either joined or started the Shadow Elves? Like, is there
a character asking or a player asking?
character asking? Like I'm just thinking, like, from that, and I'm kind of, this is when I'm talking to everyone else later, because I don't think he would have had a good answer for that.
He did say that they traced the ancestry of that person to a family residing in Darrakan City.
Okay. And Darrakan City has always been elves, right?
No,
No.
it's more human oriented.
It's the capital that we're...
It's
we came
the
from
nation
here.
that surrounds the nation of Alphatian.
Right. But Darrakan City is also closest to the deep pit?
Nowhere near the pit.
Okay.
Alphatian town is closest. If I was to say where the deep pit is on the map, let's see. So you got the deep pit sitting up around there, if you can see that, and Darrakan is about down here.
Right, okay.
And remember that, so when you're talking about your thoughts of coming from deep underground, if you were talking about the ones that you saw down in the Hollow World, then our known entrances from the Hollow World are certainly a lot further away again.
Right, okay.
All the known entrances are up in this area called the Broken Lands above.
Right.
And so see where where my finger is there? And if you go down to, that's where the other elf came from.
Okay.
So,
But they absolutely confirmed that the lineage led back.
well, the
Well, he had certain items that proved his credentials.
he had an artifact that proved he was the clan champion.
Okay.
And clan champion of the ruling class of elves that had disappeared.
Huh.
So has a stronger claim to title of king than other members.
And we don't know how it went, we just know that it wasn't completely successful.
It was basically a crap storm in the political
Yeah.
sense.
But the old leader is still the leader?
Old leader is still the current leader.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, that when that champion turned up, the elves carefully shuffled him off on a quest that, well, from what they see from so far, apparently failed because the Tree of Life still hasn't come to life yet.
Is his name Drazzle?
No.
Okay.
But
Sorry.
Drazzle was travelling with them.
His name is Cluel.
Right. Okay.
Because we're talking about the Tuesday night campaign.
Yeah,
where
I just
we're
clicked.
very
I
little
just
late,
clicked.
so we're about 6 months behind this campaign. And we're currently trying to save the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that we failed.
Well, you could save that tree of life, but not save the others,
Yep, they can't.
because they found out that there is a tree of life that all the other ones are growing from, and it was dying.
And honestly, if you save that, it might be like it might take a while for the other ones to kick back up. So, yeah, you could be okay.
But the fact that no one knows is the big. And,
Yeah.
and if they did return, they haven't spread the word yet of what's happening.
That's right. Obviously, it's the sort of thing that if and when we succeed or don't succeed at saving the Tree of Life, we obviously don't get straight back to Elfheim immediately afterwards.
And if you do, you don't advertise your success or failure.
That's right. Which, as I say, would be fine for the tribesman because he's got other things on his mind.
Yeah.
But I suspect others might be more willing to cover their successes, or otherwise. But anyway, thank you very much for that, guys.
Yep. So that would be a good point to wrap up after having the
recovery of recap of information.
recap of what wasn't actually discussed on the recording.
Or the recap of, even though Emrys was stimming, he was listening.
The recap of the recap of the recap.
Yeah.
Just going along with your original quote there at the start, Emrys. We didn't hear that original kind of description of the character, so no one knows about it. So.
Oh, yeah, no. So, what was I? I'm Nasty Stump, who is now Simply Red, who is now Simply Crimson, who is Captain Crimson, who is now the artist formerly known as Captain Crimson, and who looks a little bit like a dried avocado, I think I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, see.
Disgruntled dried avocado, I think I said.
Made the rest of my comments for the night then, yeah. Okay, done.
Yeah. And also that Ploughman is not here, but
Yep.
that David did call in. I took the phone call, and I completely did not mime it, and he said that he wished to change his character to literally be a farmer pushing ploughs with his horses. And because David called in, and because Martin is a great DM who likes to work with his characters and character development, that will be factored in future games. So, David, if you listen to this later, thank you for calling in, and we'll make sure we make it happen.
Oh, do we call it horse now, though? Do we call it horse now HOE? But anyway, sorry, that's enough. We don't want to go too far.
At least for... So, Mark,
Yeah.
for your benefit, you don't have to worry about any of the legless or armless jokes for your previous character. They were all missed.
Oh, damn it! We went on for 10 minutes.
We need to quit. We just stop now. Stop now.
No, you can't just palm it off like that.
He
didn't finger anyone. He didn't point his finger.
Stop it.
Emma. No need to try and redo it. Wait till next week.
Alright. I was just trying to give him a slap on the wrist, so I just used the sword.
Okay then. Have a good night all. Thank you very much.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
I found out my dental appointments should finish by a little after 5. So, assuming I'm in good condition, I should be about on time. But otherwise, I might be a bit odd.
Just send me a text message if you're not up for it, and we won't expect you.
All good.
Okay.
Just let him.
Hopefully, otherwise the week after.
Just let him know if you're okay by 2:30. Thank you.
Okay.
2:30, I'll be fine.
Okay. See you guys.
So I'm very sorry in
Good night.
advance. Good night, all.